Why does the ocean have like high tide and low tide? It's a very natural thing. But I mean, I say natural in the conventional sense. Not that it's a natural phenomenon, it's a divine phenomenon. But like the ocean, right? The ocean, it's moving in a particular way. And maybe it's a good example because like we have lunar phases, the phases of the moon. So it means at certain phases, the ocean gets very turbulent and exciting, and another phase, it's relatively calm. The pastimes of Krishna are like that. Right? It's dynamic. It's not stagnant. It's not monotonous, monotonal, right? Unidimensional, only one particular way. But like the sweet will of Krishna. Like, it's interesting when they speak about Vrindavan and Vrindavan pastimes. From one perspective, it will be observed and noticed, like, how can there be any demons in Vrindavan? I mean, that's just not possible. Right? So, but if we understand the concept of lila, or divine play, then we may even understand their necessity. Because Krishna, if we say it's never-ending ecstasy, a concept of stagnation can come in the periphery of our conceptual vision. Like Guru Maharaj would sometimes say, water that stagnates, that doesn't move, it sits and it contaminates. When there's some flow, it remains pure, fresh, invigorating, enlivening. It's an interesting example because, especially in Charitamritam, waves examples are used often. The waves of ecstasy in Mahaprabhu, and how sometimes it's like the ocean in a very turbulent condition. And Ek Bindu Jagat Dubai, so one drop of this substance can inundate the whole universe. So sometimes Guru Maharaj would say, there's this like Prithivite Ache Jata Nagaradi Gram Sarbatra Prachar Horibe Murnam, and there's some others that are similar. And the general rendering is that, my name will be sung in every town and village in the world. But Guru Maharaj said sometimes it's interpreted that like everywhere in the universe. So if this is a fine spiritual vibration, or the finest spiritual vibration, then that means it's not only limited to the extent of where it can be heard in this world, but it enters a subtle plane. It can be heard in other planes too. So we find out from Jiva Goswami that although ostensibly Kali Yuga is not a desirable time, right? Kaler Doshini De Rajan, right? It's an ocean of inauspiciousness. But Asti Eko Mahagunaha, on account of this one overriding good quality, Krishna Kirtan, Nam Sankirtan, that gods and goddesses are taking birth in the Kali Yuga to get this opportunity. And Guru Maharaj mentioned there, Jiva Goswami saying, the two positions that are undesirable are either low and the animal and below, and gods and goddesses, where it's just enjoying the effects of good karma generally. So the human position has been identified as as best, and we said that in the beginning too, but now for another reason. Because from this position, of relative good and bad, one can connect with Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement and take full advantage of it. So why are there waves? Because in different parts of the world, there's the accumulation of Sukriti reaches a stage where like the collective Sukriti of people in a particular area reaches this stage where there's a flashpoint and they're all suddenly interested in Krishna consciousness. Right? Even in the modern Silicon Valley expression, they say, the future has arrived, but it's not evenly distributed. Right? So it's something like that. There's a flashpoint and there's a wave here at a particular time, and then it seems to recede for some time, although all of those who were inundated, they're permanently affected. Then another place, collective Sukriti increases, the flashpoint happens, they all spark, they all become interested, and then there's a wave from there. So we can attribute it to the accumulation and expression of collective Sukriti. That's why you'll see a wave in one part of the world and a particular time and another part of the world at another time.